welcome once again. This is class number 3 of the Yoga on Your Moon series with Kyla and myself, Gabrielle. I am a women's health practitioner here in beautiful Mid-Coast, Maine, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a gorgeous stream right behind me today. So today's session is all about the third season of the cycle, which is ovulation, or what we call your inner summer. So when we experience summer here in Mid-Coast, it's kind of intense. Everything wants to bloom at once, and we want to be outside, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sun, working really hard because we can, experiencing these wonderful long hours that we have in the summertime, growing all of the food and medicine, and seeing all of our friends, doing everything basically. We want to do it all, and that's kind of how it feels in our body too. We kind of have this sudden surge of amazing energy that estrogen gives us, and we are totally capable of doing anything that we want. So we have all this intense energy kind of blooming and coming up in our bodies, and it makes us kind of a superhero. Like, we're kind of able to do anything that we set our hearts and minds to, which is an incredible power. The trick with this season is that when we have all of that energy coursing through our bodies, it makes us feel like we can multitask and do everything and really show up and take care of everyone and really achieve whatever we want. The challenge and the trick here is trying to stay focused on what it is we decided to set out to do. So in the first class, we talked a lot about how during menstruation we receive that intention. We get clarity around who we are and where we're at, and what we're really wanting to achieve with our creative energy. By the time we come around to summer, we are ready for that creativity to flow. So this is big creative energy time. Ovulation is all about creativity, and that's what's giving us the ability to pour our energy into whatever projects we wish. So the trick is staying focused, maybe reflecting back, opening your journal, reconnecting with what your intention was during menstruation that you wanted to achieve during the summertime, because then you had the power of reflection. Now you have the power of energy and action, and it's really an outward achieving, kind of in the sunshine energy that is coursing through your body. So it's amazing and totally powerful stuff. A couple of ways to help you stay kind of connected and grounded during this phase, which can be kind of big energy. Once more, I would call on the medicinal plant of rose. Rose is extremely heart opening. So if we need to remember, like, what do I really want to do this cycle? Like, I have like a million ideas and I could do all of this stuff. Rose tea or rose bliss extract or tincture, or spending some time with roses is going to help you reconnect straight back with your heart's intention and remember, oh yeah, this is my goal for this cycle. So making sure that you get rose. Another herb that I like to work with during ovulation is raspberry. So raspberry leaf is a uterine tonic, and I feel like it really brings tone to the whole reproductive area. So it can really help to support ovulation that way, and it's a really safe and wonderful herb to drink throughout most of your cycle. There are other herbs too if you're feeling a little frazzled. We've talked a little bit about nervines before, so things like chamomile and lemon balm, things that are just going to help us to settle down a little bit and stay a little bit more grounded with the direction that we really want to go in for the cycle. In terms of foods, think about the summertime foods that you look forward to and really love to eat when it's summer here in Maine. That's things like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all the kinds of berries. All those berries are really rich in antioxidants, and they really help to support our ovarian function and our ovulation. Other really good things, nuts and seeds that are going to help ground us, and that are also really high in different fatty acids that also help to support our ovulation. So thinking about some of those foods that really are right in the summertime. They're the kinds of things that you want to be enjoying right now. If you happen to like seafood, it's also a great time to get fish and oysters into your diet and just really help with your body balance some zinc and some iodine, because those nutrients are also really, really helpful for ovarian function and ovarian health, and therefore ovulation. One big tip, my final tip I'll leave you with around ovulation and your inner summer, is that in order to ovulate, in order to achieve, in order to actually create something, we first need to feel really safe. So if we're in a situation where we're feeling really stressed out, and that stress can be emotional, physical, physiological, we can have a lot of reasons why we feel stressed, but if our body feels stressed, it's going to have a lot harder time ovulating, and that's what's going to end up leading us into longer cycles. So really making sure that around ovulation you're feeling really strong and healthy and present in your body, and if there's any stress or anxiety coming up, making sure that you're tapping into that and, seeking the therapy or the practices or the self-care that you need to really help your body to land and ground and process that. So with that said, I'm going to leave you with Kyla. You're about to do a really fabulous, big energy, fantastic, really fun summertime yoga practice. So I hope that you enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing you in our last and final session next week. Okay, enjoy and take care.
So hello yogis, welcome back. Today I'm going to welcome you to the third part of my series with Gabrielle. We're going to do a yoga set for the third week of our cycle, or the full moon. This is when we are ovulating, when maybe we tend to have a little more energy, and the seeds that we planted during our menstruation are in blossom, in full bloom, and we're out there doing our thing. So this is a great time to spend your energy, but do so wisely. So this is going to be an energetic, focusing energetic, fun practice. Let's come into our comfortable seated position. Grounding evenly through the sits bones. Drawing a deep breath in to fill the body. Let the shoulders relax as you draw length through your spine and reach up through the center of the crown. Two more breaths, focusing your energy. Focusing on the breath. Follow the breath through the body. One more breath to the upper chest. Waking up the lungs. Inhale, let's pull the hands up overhead, drawing palms together, reaching up through the fingertips, lift to your heart space. Exhale, drawing the hands down to heart center, and a deep breath into Om. Inhale, lift through the fingers and rise, turning the palms away. Exhale, release, opening a light between your hands, clearing your space, the chin comes down. Inhale, the fingers rise back up. Let's interlace the fingers and press palms toward the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, draw back the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, draw back the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Releasing the hands, imagine you are pressing the palms into walls that are closing in. As unrelaxing as that might be, feel the gentle stretch all the way through the fingers, even through the arms. And then release this. Wiggle the fingers out. Circle the wrists. Inhale, pulling the hands back up overhead, and then with an exhale, we'll rock forward. Fingers spread wide, coming into our T-bow position. Knees under the hips. Wrist creases under the shoulders. Just centering for a moment, feel all of your knuckles. Make sure your elbows aren't lapped, just a little softness, and then we'll inhale, gaze to the sky. Exhale, draw the navel back and round. Inhale, pull it through. Exhale, drop the head, drop the tail. Inhale, forward and through. right toes straight back, wiggling out the toes, circling the ankles, squaring the hips to the floor. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then pulsing the heel up to the sky. Waking up that right hip. Even weight in the hands. Still make sure that your elbows aren't locked. And then turning the pad of the foot up toward the sky and give some gentle kicks up. We're going to exhale, taking the knee in toward the nose and round. Inhale, expand, lift into your heart. Exhale, and round. Inhale, lift, expand. One more time, exhale and round. Inhale, expand. Let's take the right toes straight back, tucking them under. Again, drop the shoulders and then hovering that left knee off of the floor. Send the left toes straight back. Modified plank position. And deep, steady, powerful breathing. And taking the left toes down, drop the knees. Let's keep the toes tucked under as we take the tailbone back toward the heels. Brow to the floor, press to the palms. Energize the spine. Opening the toe joints here, maybe give a little press. If that's not appropriate, just point the toes back. And we'll rise up to the heart, dive forward and through. Cobra pose, reaching back through the toes. Just cobra to your edge. And we'll just lift the hips gently back to table and shoot those left toes straight back, wiggling out the toe joints, circling the ankle. Even weight through the hands, quiet through the elbows. And starting to pulse the heel up to the sky. Remember to allow the breath to flow, turning the pad of the foot up toward the sky, opening up that left hip. Then we're going to draw the knee in toward the nose. Exhale. Inhale, lift that heel up and back toward the crown. Exhale, sweep knee toward the nose. Inhale and lift. One more time. Exhale, tuck. And then shooting those left toes straight back, tucking the toes under, hovering the right knee. And send the right toes straight back, lengthening from the crown, reaching back through the right toes. Even weight through the hands. Deep breath in. And exhale. Take the toes down. This time we're going to shift the hips back slowly, a downward dog position. Pressing the mat away. Feel all your knuckles, pads of the thumbs, outer wrist bones, and open across the shoulders. Externally rotating the upper arms. Length through your spine. Draw the thighs toward the back wall. Sink toward your heels, maybe a little spread to the toes, and then inhale, rise and tall on the toes. Exhale, sinking back down to the heels. Inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, sink it back down. Let's follow the heart forward plank position. Again, we're going to hover the right toes. Draw that right knee toward the right elbow and straight back. Toward the right elbow. Straight back. Two more times. This time we're going to follow the right toes back, three-legged dog. Stacking the right hip over the left. I had a little crack there. Bending the knee. Maybe turning some gentle circles with the right knee. Bring some space through that hip. Reach back through the right toes. Take a look forward, stepping forward and through. A high lunge. Reaching through the fingers as you sweep up, sinking a little to the left hip. Grow into your heart. Take the fingers all the way down. Stepping back, plank position. Hovering the left toes. Straw. knee toward the elbow, opening up, waking that hip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sending the left toes back and stretch. Stacking the left hip over the right if possible. Let the knee bend. Lots of space. Maybe a few circles with the left knee. Find length through the left toes. We'll step it forward as a through. Sweeping up through the fingers and rise. High lunge. Square the hips forward. Feel the left heel, balance the weight with the right foot. We'll inhale and lift a slight arch back. And then exhale, taking the fingers down, stepping the right foot up and folding so the feet about hip width apart. Let yourself just hang. Opening up the backs of the legs passively, feel them open. Even weight to the heels. Let's take hold of the backs of the legs. Give yourself a little pull in, brow toward the shins, lift through the hips. Roll up to rise. I'm going to turn this way again. You do not have to do that. Growing up overhead and exhale the hands to the heart. Tailbone sinks down toward the floor. Even weight through the feet, nice and quiet. Feel the outer blades of the feet connect to the earth. Nice quiet heels, quiet knees. Shoulders relax. And let's salute the sun. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale and fold, taking the hands down. We're going to either step or float. Back to plank. Heart forward through knees, chest, chin. Or chaturanga, elbows hug the sides. Roll the hips back, down dog. Looking forward, big step or float. Up to the front of the mat, inhale and rise, exhale. Hands come down again, inhale, lift. Powerful breath, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, the palms come down, either a big step or float to the back of the mat, heart forward. Elbows in and rise and roll. Take a look forward, step or float. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. 2 more times through this. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Inhale, lengthen, and fold. Palms down, step or float. Through transition, nice and smooth. Roll the hips back. Looking forward. Front of the mat. Exhale. Use your breath last time through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Palms come down. Step or float. Heart forward. Elbows in. Shift to up dog. Roll to down dog. Step or float. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Taking a few breaths. Absorbing that sun salutation. I am going to step to this side of the mat just so I can talk to you. Stepping the right foot back, we'll find our warrior 2 position. Pull that left heel back, open out the left knee as the hips are open and passive. Gaze out over the left middle finger. We'll take a few pulses, so inhale, straighten, exhale, deepen. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, deepen. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, deepen, turning that left thumb up. We'll pull the right hand around, right thumb extended as well. Draw back your bow as if there's a little bit of tension. Deep breath in. And then exhale, opening out to the left. Follow that thumb to the edge of your twist. Keep your eyes out over the thumb. Keep your breath rolling. Deep into the left knee. One more deep breath in. Follow the left thumb back around with control. Palms face the floor. Turning the left palm up, reach through the fingertips, grow to your heart, all the way back to your edge, rocking it forward, left forearm to the left thigh, right arm comes up in line with the ear, and stretch. Spinning open the right ribs. Either hold right here, or drop that right hand down behind the back, either to the small of the back and draw the shoulder open, or reach the right fingers to the inside of the left thigh and give a pull. Steady breath. One more inhale. And unwind. Right hand down, left hand down. Step it back, heart forward, elbows in, and lift. Roll the hips back down, dog, and walk it out a little. Feel the hips move side to side. Enjoy the toe opening. Enjoy the shift of the hips. And then taking a look forward. We'll either take a big step or a hop up to the front of the mat and rise. Exhale, the hands come down. And again, I'm going to step over here just so I can talk to you in our warrior two. Deep breath in. Stepping the left foot way back. Left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Nice openness through the hips. Gaze out over the right middle finger. Connect through the right heel. Balance the weight with the left. Steady and relaxed. Quieting the feet. Turn that right palm up and pull it back. Opening the ribs. Arching back. And follow the right fingers up. We'll take the forearm down. Left arm pulls in line with the ear and stretch. Opening up those left ribs. Spin to look up to the sky. Then either taking the left hand to the small of the back and look, or the left fingers sink to the inside of the right thigh, pulling that left shoulder back and open. Long, deep breathing, length through your spine, and then we'll release the left hand. Circle all the way down. Step the right foot back, heart forward through transition. Roll it back down, dog. And again, let's breathe here. Shifting hips a little if you like, side to side. We'll take a little step forward. And reach the right hand either to the outside of the left calf, left shin, or slide it down to the left ankle and take a look under the left arm. Little twist here. Other side. We'll take the left arm across the body, taking hold of either the outer right calf or ankle. Shift to look under that right arm. And back to center. Let's drop the knees down now and find a child's pose, extending the fingers long. This time just a nice passive child's pose, brow to the floor, let it all go. Relaxed brow. Rolling the heart forward. And take the elbows down now. And prepare for some kind of inversion. So, kind of celebrating the time of the month when it is maybe arguably best to take the toes up over the head. So, I'm going to lead a dolphin pose. If you practice headstand, arm balance, handstand, or you'd like to come around to your back and just have the toes in the sky, whatever's appropriate to your body today, feel free. So we're going to interlace the fingers for dolphin pose. Or actually, first catch the outer elbows, plant your elbows down where they are, kind of measuring out that space. And then swing the hands forward, interlace the fingers, press to the forearms, and drop the shoulders away from the ears. There they'll stay. Rock forward, tuck the toes, shift the hips back, and press. This is your dolphin pose. So sometimes I need to shift and come out if my shirt's a little slippery here. Long through the spine, draw the thighs back. And so now if you have the flexibility in your shoulders, strength in your arms, you can take a little step forward and not let the shoulders drop in toward the ears. That's the important part here. You can start to get the feeling of a real inversion, that weight right over the arms. And if you want to increase that sensation, you can take the right toes up toward the sky. One more deep breath in. Maybe the other side. We'll take the left toes up toward the sky. Your dolphin pose does not need to look like my dolphin pose. Just make sure your shoulders are in a safe, strengthening position. Feel. So let's step those toes back. This time, dropping the knees down and taking the arms alongside the body. Brow to the floor. Let it all go. Interlacing the fingers now behind the back, pressing the palms together. If possible, beginning to lift the hands off of the low back. Drawing the shoulders a little closer together across the back. Reach up toward the sky if possible. Maybe just a slight shift across the brow, side to side. And opening the heart as you rise, looking up to the sky, lift the chin. Release, hands up overhead. We'll take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, turn to twist. Inhale, lift, exhale, take a little look over the left shoulder. Inhale and rise. Exhale, other side. Left hand outside of the right knee. Find length and take a little look over the right shoulder. Twist it out. And rise. A little arch back, and then the fingers come down. We'll shift over to one hip. Sweep the legs out in front. Scoot the hips forward and coming down to the back. Catching either the outsides of the shins and draw the legs down toward the floor, opening the hips, or the outer blades if the feet give a little pull. Happy baby. Connect to the earth. Let the hips go. And maybe a little shift side to side, massaging the back. And even though you've got a lot to do, you're full of energy, I would advise taking the time today for a Shavasana, absorbing all of the postures and the breath and the work we've just done, walking the shoulders just a bit down away from the ears. Let the toes flop out to the sides, a little wider than hip width apart. Feel the eyes sink back in the head. Feel the muscles of the body just hang from the bones. Feel all the points of contact with the floor and feel your body give in. A sinking, settling sensation. Allow all the joints of the body to release their hold. The toes, the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Just letting go of their hold, their grip. All the way up the spine. Let the shoulders and the elbows, the wrists, all the joints of the fingers completely relax, relaxing their hold, and let the neck release the head. Let the facial muscles slacken and relax. Feel the full weight of your entire body. Relax, release, And continue to rest in Shavasana for as long as serves you today. I'm going to roll slowly over to one side as I advise you do when you're ready to come up. And press my way up to a seated position. Take the legs in, find a comfortable seat, let the eyes close, and just taking a few breaths. Integrating Shavasana, that restfulness, integrating your practice. Draw now hands to heart. And deep breath into Om. Inhale and lift. Turning the palms away, exhale, opening a light between your hands, the chin sinks down. Let it all go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Namaste.